Okay, Andrew. Remember all the nomenclature we went over: transverse plane, rotation on a horizontal plane, sagittal plane is movement forward and back on a vertical plane, and then frontal plane is movement side to side on also on a vertical plane. Um, we also talked about potential and kinetic energy. Potential energy is energy stored. Kinetic energy is energy in motion. We talked about contractions of the body, isometric, concentric, eccentric. Eccentric loading yields the highest force. Therefore, when you're pitching, you want to take advantage of your body by putting a good eccentric load on the muscle tendon junction, um, and then take advantage of that energy stored. We also talked about 8 cylinders, the NC biomechanics 8 cylinders of pitching. Number one here is looking at that back right leg. You want a good bend there. Remember the example of shooting a basketball. And then you can see how you extend the knee. Your linear motion you leave the ground right here for a second. The next thing we want is when the foot lands, we want the hips to be closed. Closed means facing the catcher. We want the shoulders to be open. So if you look here, hips are in the process of closing, and so is the shoulders. So hence, once your hips stop moving, your upper torso is with it. So there's very little separation there. Your best separation was a little premature back here. So that cylinder number 2 is transverse plane potential energy. Number 3 is sagittal plane. So what we want to do is we want to see some extension in the back. That's called thoracolumbar extension. Okay, not something that we see. You do actually move your upper torso forward in the sagittal plane as your arm's accelerating, but this could certainly get better. Remember what we said about also the position of your upper body at this point. That if you're gonna punch somebody, you want to be in a good balanced position. You want a good stretch in the abs. That you have a lot of force to garner versus being out in front. So that's something that needs to be worked on. The fourth thing is knee extension as you're accelerating. We went over this in detail. I used 2 examples. One is shooting the basketball. You want the knee to extend, which if you look at your left knee, it does, straightens out. And the other thing is talking about a motorcycle hitting a brick wall, with the motorcycle being your lower extremity and the driver being the upper extremity. So that's free energy. You get your upper torso thrown forward. The next thing we talked about was that foot drag, back right foot remaining on the ground till the ball released, and that was the helicopter phenomenon. So you want that trail leg to stay down for stabilization, and that allows the upper torso to accelerate more and you to really harvest the torque versus losing it down into the ground. 6th cylinder is pinching your scapular loading. You see it here, and it looks good. Number 7 is external rotation of the shoulder. So you really stretch the muscle called subscapularis in your anterior capsule of the shoulder joint. And finally, of course, wrist flexion to ball release. You follow through, look wonderful. 6, 7, and 8. They, cylinder 6 here is the scapular hinge. You certainly need that to be present. But 7, which is up loading, and 8, which is wrist flexor loading, are product of what you did before. So look for another video. Thanks again, Andrew, brand young PT, and I look forward to helping you achieve good things. Once again, NC Biomechanics, Brandon Young PT.